The Garden of Forgotten Dreams. Have you ever wondered where dreams go when people stop believing in them? This is the story of a little girl, a hidden garden, and the dreams that waited to be remembered. Long ago, in a town where the streets twisted like ribbons, lived a girl named Amara. She loved to dream dreams of painting the sky, of sailing on seas of glass, of teaching birds to sing new songs. But as she grew older, people around her told her dreams were foolish. Focus on work, they said. Dreams are only for sleep. Slowly, Amara stopped speaking of her dreams. She kept them tucked away, silent and hidden. One summer evening, while wandering beyond the fields, she stumbled upon an iron gate covered in vines. The gate creaked open as if waiting just for her. Beyond it stretched a garden glowing under the moonlight. Strange flowers shimmered in colors she had never seen, petals shaped like wings, blossoms that glowed like lanterns, vines that hummed softly as they swayed. A gentle voice drifted on the air. "Welcome, dreamer." Startled, Amara looked around. A figure stepped from behind a silver tree. It was an old gardener with kind eyes and robes patched with colors of every shade. He carried no tools but a watering can that sparkled like starlight. "What is this place?" Amara asked in awe. The gardener smiled. "This is the Garden of Forgotten Dreams. Every dream a child once had but abandoned takes root here. Some grow into flowers, some into vines, some into trees. They wait patiently, hoping their dreamer will one day remember them." Amara's heart skipped. She walked deeper into the garden. Everywhere she looked were blossoms glowing with stories. One flower sang softly of a boy who had once wanted to learn the flute but never tried. Another vine swayed, whispering about a girl who had dreamed of traveling across mountains but had hidden her hope. Suddenly, Amara stopped. Before her was a small wilted flower with pale blue petals. It trembled as though struggling to stay alive. When Amara touched it, a memory bloomed inside her mind. It was her own dream, the dream of painting skies with colors unseen. She gasped, "This is mine." The gardener nodded. "Yes, child. When you stopped believing, it came here, waiting for you to return." Tears pricked Amara's eyes. "But it is so weak. All dreams need care," the gardener said softly. "When you act with courage, when you nurture your hopes, they bloom again." Amara knelt and gently cupped the flower. She breathed on it, whispering, "I still believe in you." To her wonder, the petals began to glow brighter. Slowly, the flower straightened, colors deepening into a radiant blue that lit the garden around her. From then on, Amara returned to the garden often. Each night she tended her flower, and each day she worked on her forgotten dream. She began to paint again, not just with ordinary colors, but with hues that seemed to capture the very essence of dawn and twilight. Her skies rippled with gold and violet, with tones that made people stop and marvel. Other children in the town noticed her joy. They followed her one evening and discovered the garden too. Some found their own wilted flowers, others found trees of dreams they had buried. A boy hugged a tall tree that whispered of his wish to heal animals. A girl sang to a vine that dreamed of her voice echoing across oceans. The garden filled with laughter and hope as one by one, children remembered their forgotten dreams. The townspeople, once so practical, began to see the change. They saw children braver, kinder, more alive. They watched their own lives brighten when dreams returned. Slowly, even the grown-ups wandered into the garden, rediscovering forgotten hopes of their own dreams of dancing, of learning, of creating. The old gardener tended them all, but his eyes always shone most brightly when Amara entered. For she had been the first to restore a wilted flower and remind others that dreams were not foolish, but seeds waiting to grow. Years later, when Amara was grown, the garden was no longer hidden. It had become part of the town, tended by children and elders alike. And on nights when the moonlight fell just right, the flowers glowed so brightly they seemed to paint the sky, just as Amara had once dreamed. Children, remember this. Dreams are never lost. They only wait for us to believe in them again. Like seeds in the earth, they bloom when nurtured with courage, care, and love.